Hey YouTube, how's it going? Rich McCall Serpents. So check this out. One of my clutches that I've had hatched the last couple of weeks. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen me post about my 8.5-year-old het-pied female who just never gave me any eggs. Despite locking up, looking beautiful, being in great shape, she just would never give me any eggs. So what I did with her, I started breeding her when she was 3. Nothing. 4, nothing. 5, nothing. So at that point, I just started putting in every single pied that I own, one by one. Once a month, I would put a pied in there, and they would lock up, and things would look great. And then she just wouldn't do anything. So she hit 8, still doing that, still locking her up. I mean, she locked up so many times. It was incredible. But nothing happened. So I put in a Bongo cinnamon with her, who was not a pied, not het pied. And all of a sudden, boom, I finally got some eggs out of her. So, I got a little guy over here too. This one's fierce. This one keeps trying to eat me. So I actually segregated him over here because I was afraid he was going to bite his fellow clutch mates. So anyways, this is a Bongo. If you've never seen a Bongo up close, distinctive long dorsal stripes. There. And then distinctive alien heads. And then you often get these long, stuck together alien heads, big giant ones like that. He's apparently terrified of me. I can't get him to unroll. I don't want to force him to, so I'm just going to spin him in circles for you. Maybe later he'll open up and we can get a better shot of him. And it was a cinnamon Bongo that I was pairing up with him. So there's another one. That cinnamon there, you can tell. Talk about another gene that's relatively underrated right now is good old cinnamon. But I also got some pieds. And this one's pretty cool looking. I have no reason to think that the Bongo cinnamon was het pied whatsoever. So I had, like I said, I had locked up that het pied female with a whole bunch of pieds. So who the father of these pieds are, I have no idea. But at least she proved out pied, She'd never given me eggs, so you never quite know. I have no reason to think this is a Bongo pied, although it is a very interesting pied. Pretty cool, huh? It's like a little ghost face right there. That's kind of neat. Goblin face in her saddle there. Not typical of pieds as I've made them, but often I think that pieds are impacted by the other genes in them. So if I put a Coral Glow pied or an Orange Dream pied or whatever other pied to that female, which I did, sometimes when you get one that doesn't hit the main gene, you still get some reaction. The tail is pretty cool, huh? It's a little like a gray tip on there. Again, not typical of pieds. So this one I'm probably going to keep just because it's interesting. We'll see what it does later on. But I have no reason, again, to believe it's a Bongo. I have never seen a Bongo pied. I'm not sure if anybody's ever made a Bongo pied. But pretty cool. The other one is a nice high white pied. Similar to the head there. Similar heads. Nice high white. Marked there. So I'm not quite sure what they are, but they're pieds. All pieds are groovy. And I also had one normal. So that's like a 50% het pied normal. And then I had 2 eggs in the clutch that ceased developing in mid-incubation. I don't think it was incubation issues because nothing else has gone wrong in my incubator whatsoever. And those 2 eggs just simply, when they didn't pip, I cut them open and there was 2 embryos that had ceased developing. So I just, for whatever reason, that embryos ceased to develop, they just stopped. So this guy over here is gorgeous and fierce, angry at the world. But man, look how pretty he is. He's bit me like 3 times already, just since I tried making this video. But there he is. So Bongo, though, is one of those genes that I think is priced beautifully right now on the market. That very little has been done with it, and it does some pretty cool stuff. If you look at the Bongo Pastel, it blows Pastel apart. Bongo Cinnamon is very distinctive. I'm not sure if I've seen a Bongo Yellow Belly, but I know I've seen photos of Bongo Lesser, and definitely a big impact there. So this is the gene with a lot of potential, I think, for getting mixed into Clown, Desert Ghost, all the other recessives that are out there at this point. I think this would be a good building block gene. You know, Bongo plus 2 other genes, Bongo plus 3 genes in a Clown. Just cool, huh? All right, YouTube. That was a much longer video than I had planned to make. But I'll leave you with a shot of this little mellow version of Fierceness here, who is just gorgeous too. Look at that blown out alien head right there. That's awesome. All right, YouTube. See ya.